Okay, it's been a long time since I've been called to do this, but channeled message. So I'm being shown that, like, first of all, the rain here in locally in Western New York has been prolific. There's been wildfires everywhere and whatnot. I'm then being drawn to a conversation I had with my mother. And remember, all of these are shown to me this way so I can relate it to you. And then I'll come to the point after I come to all these things, but they show it to me in these ways, so I have a way to relate it and a way to interpret it and a way to convey it. So I'm being drawn to a conversation my mom and I had about her hydrangea bush in the front garden. And she said to me, and I've seen it all over Facebook. Oh my God, it's like in 5 or 10 years, they have not bloomed this much. And my hydrangea bushes are just in full bloom. And my mom and I were talking about this. And as a certified master gardener, one of the things I've learned is that drought can actually create more prolific blooms, because what it actually does is creates the perfect circumstance, and then it creates the hormone within the plant that makes the plant think that it's going extinct or going to die. So what the plant actually does for survival is it actually pushes out more blossoms in order to attract more pollinators, in order for it to proliferate and survive. Okay. So now, going along with this theme, tonight I had this experience that was just wild. It was remarkable and spectacular in ways that I would, in my regular working 9 to 5, regular job kind of self, would say it was a dumpster fire. And the reason it was a dumpster fire is, like, right when I walked up to the table, I had a family of 5. Then all of a sudden it was 6. Then all of a sudden it was 8. And their energy was just a chaotic mess from the second I walked up. All kinds of things were triggering this family. Like, it was like no matter what I said, I got eye rolls and teeth sucking and, eye rolling, and just, it was truly remarkable, because I kind of was aware of this from right off the bat. It almost reminded me of, like, the chaotic energy of, like, a bunch of starving, hungry teenagers in front of a drive-through window shaped like a clown's mouth, just all screaming their orders in all at once because they're all either hangry or whatever. These people were not, well, maybe they were hangry because they had been already at the establishment visibly drinking for 2 to 3 hours. So as I'm attending this table and this set of customers, they begin to tell me to unload about their day and the kids, and they got to go pick them up, and and they're all trying to, like, figure out their things. So fast forward, they order food, the food comes out. They swear to God it's not the food they order, but it is. I go double check myself and make sure that I have it in there right. I go back and talk to chef and ask him, is this, what is this what I ordered? Yes, it is. That's okay. I go back out. I engage with these people, and from the beginning, they're screaming, eye rolling, calling the chef a liar, calling me a liar, because it's not what they know to be true at other places in regards to this recipe, whatever it is. Every other place we go to is like this, and you're lying, and your customer service is terrible, and it just anything you could possibly think of, and just literally just talking right over. And I say, I'm a human. I made a mistake. And my mistake being is that when I pointed out whatever it was on the menu, even though it doesn't specify this or that, it just specified the one keyword, Cajun. there was no distinction to this word, correct? Their interpretation of this word was something so different than what this place offered. But again, it was their perception, the reality of what it had always been, what it had always meant. And on the menu, it made no clear distinction of what kind of version of this was. In the chef's perception, his version is this. And this customer's perception, their version is this. Now, I've been at this place for 2 days, and my perception was completely like in the void. I had no idea if it was this or if it was that. And I made no determination. I made no judgment. And in my mind, I made no distinction or discernment in regards to whatever this key word was. And so, all said and done, the universe's message to you is that right now at this time, it's not really about whether it's this or whether it's that. Because whether it's this or whether it's that can vacillate depending, it can change, it can vacillate, it can differ from what you've always known something to be. So you may have had one certain perception about a thing, a person, a place, an item, a recipe, whatever it is, an experience in your mind. And just keep in mind that the person right next to you, it could be your lover, it could be your best friend, it could be a stranger that you've never met before, it could be a customer that you're waiting on. And just remember that the perceptions change and differ so much. But when it comes down to it, understand that sometimes that's all it is. It's not whether about somebody's lying or this or that. Even if all the facts support a certain way, all the facts supported that I did my job correctly, the head chef did his job correctly, and that we all followed suit and we all did the right thing. In their minds, they ordered what they ordered, and it was supposed to be a certain way because every other place they've ever been to does it a certain way. Well, the lesson and the message here, guys, is to just flow. It's to just flow with it. And that's why I stood up and said, you know what, I'm human and I made a mistake. My mistake is not specifying or not even asking the head chef, is this certain version of this food any different from than what I know it to be or from what these people know it to be? But I could never even estimate what these people know it to be, and I could never even estimate that there might even be a difference because, to be honest, I've never seen it as a different way either. But it doesn't matter. There's always a different way. So just keep in mind, whatever you feel that you know to be true could be changing this week. And that's the message, and go with the flow when this happens. Don't take it as a judgment. Don't take it as an assault. Try not to take it as an insult. Try not to take it as a denial or a deception. It's just different than what you may have perceived in the first place. And I'm sorry, I stopped right there, but the guide stopped me. And they wanted me to use the word perceived. And if you have to listen to this message again, do it. I highly recommend it. And I know it was a little here or there, but they show things to me in a certain way in order for me to relate it. And I feel that sometimes my experiences are actual depictions of the messages sometimes that I'm guided to share. I haven't done this in a while because I haven't been me in a while. There was a lot that like kind of pulled me sideways, but here I am. I'm back, and I've missed this. I've missed you guys, and I've definitely missed the universe and my connection to it. So I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful night. Okay, it's been a long time since I've been called.